Hello everybody, I am Sean.
And I'm Amber.
And we are the couple that grills together. And today we are baking. And we are going to bake chocolate covered peanut butter pretzel sandwiches. Because it is Valentine's Day tomorrow. And we wanted something homemade sweet instead of store-bought. So Amber, what are we going to do first?
Okay, first we're going to make our filling for the sandwiches. That's going to be half a cup of butter, which is 1 stick, 1.5 cups of peanut butter, 2 cups of powdered sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to mix all that up in the mixer, and then we'll make our sandwiches with the pretzels and dip them in chocolate.
All right, sounds good. Let's get going.
Okay. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is add our stick of butter and some of our powdered sugar.
Now, how did we come up with this idea, Amber?
We love peanut butter balls at Christmas time, and we love chocolate covered pretzels. So after Christmas, we thought, you know what, we should combine those things together and make the best dessert we possibly can. Also, we're going to be using Snyder's of Hanover pretzels because, in our opinion, those are the best ones. Sean, whose birthday is tomorrow?
It is my birthday, and I'm very excited about it. I'll be 25 tomorrow. 25 in reverse.
Yep.
That's how we're looking at it. No, I'll be 52. I'm proud of it. We're having a good time.
We are. And God could not have picked a better birthday for Sean because he is such a sweetheart.
Now, is the peanut butter part of this basically what we use for the peanut butter balls?
It's the exact recipe.
Okay.
I'm really excited to see how this turns out. I think it's going to be amazing.
I do too. We definitely bake a lot more now since we started this journey. Because if we're going to have sweets, which we feel that even though you're living a healthier lifestyle, you can add sweets every now and then, but you need to make them worthwhile. And by making them yourself, you can make it worthwhile.
That, and also when we make stuff, we don't eat all of it. We'll either give some of it away or we'll put it in the freezer to have at another time. We don't eat everything that we make at once.
No, we got a big freezer that we have for all of our overflow, and we do keep a lot of stuff in there so we can spread it out.
In fact, for my birthday, we had a cake that we got from Costco, which, by the way, they make really great cakes. But there was no way that we could eat all of that cake. So we put it in the freezer, and Sean told me, why spend money getting a cake for him when we have all this cake in the freezer? So Sean was really sweet and said that we could recycle my birthday cake for his birthday tomorrow. So we'll be having recycled frozen Costco birthday cake tomorrow for his birthday.
And that's okay by me because it is wonderful cake.
It really is, and you cannot beat the price. I think it's like $20 for half a sheet cake.
And that's the same way when it goes with our cooking. Like tonight for dinner, we're going to have pizza, but we're not ordering out by any means. We're going to have pizza. We're going to do it ourselves and make it just the way we like it.
Yep. We save a lot of money that way, and we're not wasting our calories on buying something from a restaurant that then when we get done, we're like, why did we waste calories on that? We would have enjoyed something that we'd have made a lot more. All right, I'm gonna mix up the peanut butter now into the mix.
We did have a nice comment on one of our videos about our mixer. It is a KitchenAid mixer. As far as they got different sizes, I think this is about the medium size one.
I think so. It's the Artisan is the model.
We've had it for a while and it works great.
I think we've had it for probably about 20 years now.
Yes.
We had gotten a hand mixer just because where we live now, we don't have a lot of counter space. So we were going to keep this boxed up. And so we bought this hand mixer from another brand, but it was a more expensive brand. And we had it for just a few months and it completely went out on us. So we were like, you know what? We're not going to waste our money on another one of those. We're just going to get the KitchenAid out and we'll find room for it.
And we found room for it, yes.
We did, and we're so glad that we've got it out. Okay, so now I'm going to add the teaspoon of vanilla. So I think this is ready. So now we're going to make our pretzel sandwiches and get ready to dip them in the chocolate.
All right, Amber, now that I'm through licking the beater and cleaning that up for you, what are we going to do next?
So now we're going to start making our sandwiches with the peanut butter and the pretzels. So I got the little snips, I believe is what that pretzel shape is, because that was going to make it really easy to make the sandwiches and the peanut butter to stay on. So we're going to make these, and then we'll put them in the freezer for just a little bit to allow the peanut butter to firm up some before we go to dip them.
And I can tell you, because just dipping the pretzel in the peanut butter, just like dip, it is excellent.
It is. You know what? I love peanut butter. I love pretzels. But man, those two together is just amazing.
So, for all the Valentine's couples out there, this is a great little project. It's very simple and sweet.
Yep, sweets for your sweet. And I mean, this is so easy. I mean, it took no time to get the peanut butter mixed together. The most time-consuming thing is going to be making the pretzel sandwiches. So I'm going to finish this up and then we'll throw them in the freezer. I do want to show y'all what I'm using to make the sandwiches with. I bought this on Amazon. It came in a little 2-pack. I've got a little red one also that's a little bit of a different shape. But these are great for getting on the edges of small bowls. Also, like if you have a jar that you need to get inside and scrape the inside, these are really great for that. I love these. I don't know why I waited so long to get some.
And they're great for cleaning out the bowl the rest of the way and using them as a spoon. It gets every bit of that peanut butter out of there.
Sean can testify to that.
All right, so we're gonna finish this up, put them in the freezer like she said, let them get cold, and then we'll dip them in the chocolate. We'll see y'all in a few. Okay, we're back. We had the pretzels in the freezer to let them get a little hard. And so now, Amber, what are we about to do?
I have melted a bag of milk chocolate chips, and we're just gonna dip the pretzel sandwiches in there and then put them back on the parchment paper. The chocolate chips that I'm using are the milk chocolate chips from Aldi's. I will say these are probably some of the best chocolate chips I've ever bought. They are really nice, have a really smooth texture to them, really great flavor. Honestly, it reminds me of like a Dove chocolate.
They're looking good.
They're gonna be delicious. One thing that I was talking to Sean about, we're not gonna do it this time, but you could even take like some coarsely ground sea salt and sprinkle it on top of these to add a little bit more salty, but you're gonna have the salt from the pretzels anyways. But I think that would be a nice accent to these. So I'm just gonna finish these up and then put them back in the freezer to chill, and then they'll be ready to go.
All right, so now we have our chocolate covered peanut butter pretzel sandwiches out of the freezer. I think it's probably time to try one, Amber. What do you think?
I think it is.
Did they turn out like you thought?
I think so.
All right, let's try one and see what it tastes like.
First thoughts.
Man, that's good stuff there. That's my first thought right there.
That is really good.
That's some good stuff. That is definitely sweets for your sweets right there.
It is. I like the salty from the pretzel. So, a couple of observations on this. We ended up using only probably about half of the peanut butter mix. So we put the rest in a container and put it in the freezer to use at a later date. So you could have this recipe.
Yeah, because the cookies you see on there is not all the cookies it made either.
No, we have a ton of them, and probably used maybe half that bag of pretzels. So I think if you did the whole recipe with all the peanut butter, you probably would have ended up using close to a whole bag of pretzels to do that. So anyway, just wanted to let you know that. And then again, I said it earlier in the video, all these milk chocolate chips are wonderful. They truly remind me of Dove chocolates. It is probably the smoothest chocolate chip, you know, like for making cookies and stuff that I've ever had. So give them a try, and the price on them is great. Okay.
So I think what we need to do, Amber, is grab another one and have it and enjoy this great sweets for a sweet on Valentine's Day Eve, because everything's better together. Good stuff, baby.
Good stuff. I love you.
I love you.